empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan.
Hello everybody folks, and a good evening to you all folks, and welcome back aboard once again everybody folks to Realltom Football. My name is Tom, and I will be bringing you the watch on today everybody for Nottingham Forest, who are facing Leicester City at the King Power Stadium live in the Premier League. If you do watch you on the replay, please do make sure that you leaving a like on stream, hitting that subscribe button if you are new. And thank you very much indeed to everybody who's joined us here today, folks. And your kickoff coming your way, 8 o'clock in the Premier League. And I will be going straight into the whole no loom place part of things this weekend, because of course, just a little bit earlier today, I saw on Instagram that Luton had released quite a powerful statement, actually, for somebody who had racially abused Elijah Adebayo, and it goes on to say that to the individual who cowered popped into Elijah's DMs. We know who you are, and you know who. And you know who you are. You are not a faceless account, one which we have sadly become accustomed to reporting in recent years. But as if you have the balls to come up to Kenilworth Road and say it to his face, we dare you. If you do, you'll be faced with everybody at Luton Town Football Club standing side by side by Elijah. So basically, the message is absolutely no rephrasing. And basically that message clearly states that somebody has slid straight into Elijah Adebayo's DMs and given him some form of racial abuse. Now, of course, I don't have the full information on what could have caused Elijah Adebayo to receive that kind of racism through his DMs, because obviously the Luton are now a championship club once again. But whatever it is, doesn't matter. No room for racism. So this is a no room for racism Premier League weekend, and I just thought I'd pinpoint that to you guys. Just yeah, but a brilliant response, I have to say, from Luton to that person who has slid into Elijah Adebayo's DMs. Really powerful response that from Luton. Right, Kumar's in the house. How you doing, Kumar? Welcome into Kumar. Any bets? I will get through those in just a moment. Charlie's in the house. How you doing, Charlie? Welcome in. Leicester fan, of course. How are the lads? Says Geordie. Also back in Leicester tonight, this one. Now I'm back in Nottingham Forest. Of course, I'm back in Nottingham Forest. Why would I not back Nottingham Forest? I have a huge soft spot for them. And they beat Liverpool at Anfield. And any team that beat Liverpool at Anfield, even if they are Tottenham Hotspur, deserve some kind of respect. Let's get the bet slips out then. Ready for this one. Let me get that out for you. There's the 1, 2, 3. There's the Aka thing. Scores. Yep, this is the one we need. That's the one we need. So these are the two we're going to need for tonight. There we go. These are the two we're going to need for tonight. Fraser's in the house. How you doing, Fraser? Good to see you. Welcome aboard, matey. Clarky's in the house. How you doing, Clarky? Good to see you. Welcome aboard. Right then, on to this weekend's 1, 2, 3 I have predicted for the El Clasico, Real Madrid v Barcelona, a Real Madrid 2-1 win. I have gone Chelsea 3, Newcastle 0. And even though on my Premier League predictions I put Arsenal to lose 3-0 against Liverpool, yes, you heard me loud and clear. I have said that Arsenal will lose 3-0 to Liverpool this weekend on my predictions video. I have backed us to win 1-0 on the 1, 2, 3 because why not? Yeah, don't say that. I know, crazy, isn't it? I am going to go for a, well, I went for a 2-2 on the predictions video, but I feel as though now, looking ahead to this match and looking at these lineups with Callum Hudson-Odoi, Elanga, and of course Chris Wood all combined together in that front three, you know, that's going to really hurt Leicester. I feel like I see an early red card for Leicester City and a 3-0 win for Nottingham Forest. And obviously, you can't underestimate the side who won at Anfield. You really can't underestimate. I mean, Fraser's going to know. Fraser knows that. All the Liverpool fans in here know that. You cannot underestimate Nottingham Forest because they went to Anfield and they won, and they looked like they were worthy of that win as well. And I most certainly am going to be very cautious now about when Arsenal play Nottingham Forest because, well, any side that beats Liverpool at Anfield can do anything in this league. You know, if you can beat Liverpool at Anfield, you can do anything in this league. You really can. I have done Super 6. Yeah, I have gone Arsenal 1-0 again on Super 6. I have gone 1-0 to Arsenal on Super 6. But, of course, on the Premier League prediction, I have gone 3-0 to Liverpool. Other predictions include obviously Brighton 2-0 Wolves. I've gone Man City 5, Southampton 1. I've gone 5-1 to Man City. I just don't feel like Man City keep clean sheets at home. So I've gone 5-1. You know, normally I'd go 5-0, but I just thought because Man City might not keep a clean sheet, I'll go 5-1. So 5-1 to Man City. And obviously, of course, my brain needs to work like that with Super 6. Because if I don't use my brain in that sense, then I might, I might be putting myself, I might be basically saying to myself, well, if you're too strict to not change your predictions a little bit, then you're not going to win the jackpot. If I sat there and went, right, well, let's just pretend that City definitely are going to keep a clean sheet and put 5-0 down, Big up to Robert Okpu, who's in the house watching from Stockholm, Sweden. How you doing, matey? So, Fraser's asking a question about this beauty. Now, this is Ladbrokes' version of Super 6. Instead, it's basically a Super 3. If you get 3 scores selected by Ladbrokes correct, then you can win yourself £100, and this is no stake. This is free of charge to play as long as you have a grid card. If you get all 3 scores correct, you instantly win the jackpot of £100, and that is separate to Sky. Hang on. I have done Sky Sports as Super 6 because if you look at my phone, I have the Super 6 app right there. So I've done them both. They are both free to play, and you can have as many. There is no limit to how many bettors you can have on, and there is no limit to how many bookies you can use at once. And yes, for your information, I did beat Jamie Carragher midweek, and that was thanks to predicting Aston Villa's score correctly. My predictions for that weekend were as follows. For that midweek in the Champions League were as follows. Arsenal 2, Shakhtar 0. It finished a 1-0 win for Arsenal. I predicted Villa 2, Bologna 0. Jamie predicted 2-1. I got the 5 points for the correct score, which won me the head-to-head against Jamie. I predicted 2-0 as well to Real Madrid against Borussia Dortmund. That finished 5-2, so both of us got 2 points. I predicted 4-1 to Atalanta against Celtic. That finished 0-0. I predicted 2-1 to Liverpool. Jamie predicted 1-1, so I took 2 points there. Jamie took 0 because Liverpool won 1-0. And I went 5-1 to Man City against Sparta Prague, but City that time around kept the clean sheet. So, yes, I missed out by just a 1 goal there. What would I do with $1 million? Oh my God, what would I do with $1 million? Fraser, that is a question which honestly is almost unanswerable. What would you do with £1 million? Well, when you play Super 6, I don't know if you're old enough now. Jordan Hyman's in the house, by the way. Welcome to you. FDT in the house as well. How are you doing, FDT? Yeah, it's going to be a very tough weekend, though, for Arsenal. Yeah, that'd be a start, wouldn't it? It's 5-2. It's 5-2. Guys, it's 5-2, and I have not read out the team lineups. Oh, my God. I've done it again. I've got too deep into conversation and completely forgotten that I've got team lineups to read out. So very quickly and scamperishly now, I'm going to read out the lineups for this match. And for a second weekend straight, yes, just to remind you all, a no race the weekend indicates, of course, that players will be taking the knee ahead of all kickoffs of all Premier League matches this Premier League weekend. Players taking the knee sends the clear and simple message: there is no room for racism in the Premier League, in football, or in society. So if you do see here or encounter upon any form of racial discrimination, you must challenge it, report it, change it. Or if you can't remember that, an easier way to remember it might be see it, say it, sorted. Mad Samantha then in goal for Leicester. The back four for them today as part of a 4-2-3-1 formation sees James Justin, Wout Faes, Caleb Akoli and Ricardo Pereira. In the back four. Midfield is split into two parts, a defensive two of Wilfred Ndidi and Harry Winks plays behind your attacking three of Abdul Fatawu, Steffi Mavididi and Facundo Bonanotta, the former Brighton man, Jamie Vardy, still playing for Leicester, and he is the captain, leading the front line by himself. On the bench is Danny Ward, Connor Cody, former Wolves and Everton man, Luke Thomas, Bilal El Kanous, Oliver Skip, former Spurs man, Boubakary Samari, Bobby D. Cordova-Reid, former Fulham man, Jordan Ayew, former Crystal Palace man, as to a former Crystal Palace man in Odsonne Edouard. As for Nottingham Forest, who are the favourites in this one, in my opinion, after their form and their start this season, play a 4-2-3-1 formation also, in which sees Matt Sells in goal, a back four of Murillo, Alex Moreno, the former Villa man, Nikola Milenkovic and Ola Aina in the back four. Your midfield is split into two parts with a defensive two of Ryan Yates, a club legend and long-serving player, alongside Nicholas Dominguez. Your midfield three in the attacking midfield is Elliot Anderson, former Newcastle man, Callum Hudson-Odoi, former Chelsea man, and a former Manchester United man in Anthony Elanga, them two most certainly shining in Forest colours. And Chris Wood, the former Burnley man, starts up front. On the bench is Carlos Miguel, Morato, Nico Williams, Harry Toffolo, Willy Bolly. James Ward-Prowse had a spell at West Ham, and he's on loan to Nottingham Forest this season. Taiwo Awoniyi, who, of course, in Nottingham Forest's first season back in the Premier League, scored a winner against Liverpool at the City Ground in October. Now can't really get a start. Jota Silva and Ramon Sosa also on that Nottingham Forest bench. There will be no Spurs watch along this weekend due to the fact that they are not televised in the UK, of course. We only do non-televised 2 o'clock kickoffs on Sunday if Arsenal are involved in those 2 o'clock kickoffs that are not televised in the UK, in which is not the case because Arsenal play at 4:30 on Sky Sports. So the select game on Sky Sports is the one we will do at 2 o'clock, and that is Chelsea, who face Newcastle. Yes, you can. Yes, you can, Fraser. I look forward to competing with you to see who can get the most winnings, eh? Let's go, Vardy. Get a goal for the FPL. I'll be honest with you. I've given up with FPL. I really have. I've given up with it. I really have. I've given up with FPL. Instead, I'm just predicting my scores. Yeah. Nuno Espirito Santo is a free match. No, not at all. If you go watch my predictions video, that'll tell you all you need to know, really. Is it Remembrance Weekend or something? I don't know. Poppies. Okay. I think we're having a minute's silence here. I apologise, folks. Yeah, okay. So what I think that was there, folks, I think I do see the snag in which, yeah, by the looks of things, all teams are playing away from home or at home this weekend. Yeah, so basically, any team that is playing at home or away this weekend will play the opposite next weekend. So I think over the next 2 weekends, we are going to be having minute silences here, and that is actually represented by the fact that I've just seen Jamie Vardy with a Leicester shirt with a poppy on it. So yeah, I think that yeah, remembrance is happening in the Premier League now. So please don't be alarmed by the fact that this weekend, especially, not only will players be taking the knee for no room for racism, but also there will be remembrance silences. I'll just double check everything to make sure that there is. So yeah, I just want to make sure that I've got. Are there any sides that? Yeah. So I think that because yeah, yeah. So yeah, so all the teams are at home. So all the teams this weekend are playing at home will play away next weekend. So that's the reason why this weekend they are doing. So yeah, the teams who are at home will be doing their silences this weekend. Yeah, okay, right. And now players take the knee for no room for racism. And we're off and running with a Nottingham Forest kickoff. Hudson-Odoi gets this Midlands derby up and running. But yeah, it's important actually that we do. I didn't realise, yeah, but well, see, I always thought it was. I don't know. I mean, yeah, okay. So the 8th and the 9th is the weekend before the 11th, and obviously the 11th of November is Remembrance Day. I think Remembrance Sunday is actually on the 2nd of no, it's on the 9th. Oh, I don't know. But anyways, Remembrance is beginning early in the Premier League. So yeah, as I say, it's important though that we do remember those who gave up their lives in order for us to have this future and this life that we have today. I had no idea. I genuinely had no idea. Because when you're still in October, you don't think the remembrance starts. You think because the remembrance normally happens all in November. So yeah, that's why I was a bit baffled. You know, when I just saw the trumpets come out and the poppies, I was like, oh, okay. Anthony Elanga to take the Nottingham Forest free kick. Elanga delivery. I think James Justin got a touch. Didn't know. And tonight's referee, I think, by the looks of things, is Craig Paulson. I will just confirm that for you now. Has given a goal kick there. Yep, you know, your referee tonight is Craig Paulson. I can confirm that for you now. Referee tonight is Craig Paulson. And I'm not too pleased by the fact that Anthony Taylor is the referee for Arsenal v Liverpool. Anthony Taylor. Yeah, me and Anthony Taylor don't get on too well. But you know what? Can you see that I'm not getting angry? Chris Kavanagh has topped my list now. That Brighton game, Chris Kavanagh, I will never forgive you for that. I will never forgive you for that Brighton game, Chris Kavanagh. We're in our 4th minute, and somewhere you will find Nuno Espirito Santo in the stands because he is in his second match of a 3-match touchline ban. He was, of course, behind the glass at the City Ground, tucked well away, out of sight on that Monday night clash where Forest beat Crystal Palace, of course. As for Steve Cooper, the former Nottingham Forest manager, he is on the touchline, barking his commands at his Leicester players in front of his former Forest squad and fans. Right in with the throw-in. Anderson. Buonanotte with a heavy touch. Murillo. Moreno onto Hudson-Odoi. Lovely ball inside. Moreno wins the corner for Nottingham Forest off Wout Faes. I am on the shots count tonight for Chris Wood. I need him to have at least 2 shots in the game. Goals have to stay under 6.5, and we need to have at least 7 corners in the game. So, in fact, I will count the corners at half time with dots. And then, obviously, if we've already had 7, there's nothing to worry about. But, yeah. I have also backed Nottingham Forest to get at least a point out of this game. And as I say, the goal count needs to stay under 6.5. Forest throw-in. Which means, yes, that does equate for a 3-3 draw. That does equate for 6 goals maximum. So the maximum draw we can have is a 3-3 draw, and the maximum win can be 3-2. Or, obviously, 6-0. I don't think we'll get 6 goals anyway. I think we'll get probably maybe 3 max. Well, last time these two sides played, Forest were a very different team. They were struggling. And to be honest with you, until this season, I've not really seen Forest be too consistent with their performances and results. But this season, they look so much better. I definitely think that it'll be more competitive tonight. I don't see Forest losing heavily at all. There will be 2 watch-alongs on Saturday's weekend. We're having 2 double headers. 3 o'clock and 5:30 kickoffs tomorrow. We will have Brighton v Wolves and Everton v Fulham tomorrow. Chelsea v Newcastle and Arsenal Liverpool on your Super Sunday. So 2 double headers this weekend on Realltom Football. Back as well with normal kickoffs the weekend next weekend. So not this weekend, next weekend. And 12:30 kickoff Newcastle Arsenal. Milankovic. Buonanotte on the turn. Charges forward for Leicester. Facundo Buonanotte, the former Brighton man, wins Leicester a corner. Slight problem from Murillo, I think. I did say good evening to you guys, didn't I? Good evening, Kane, John, and how you both doing? I did say, yeah. Sometimes I forget if I've said good evening to everybody. You know what I mean? Because at the minute, my channel's at a stage where I can say good evening to everybody. You know, eventually, my channel will be at the stage where, you know, obviously, it might get a little bit chaotic, you know, and, you know, the chat rate will be too high for me to say hello to everybody. Yes, hello, good evening, yeah. Oh. Well, finally, I get a week out of that germ-filled hospital. Oh. No. Second, number 2. We have done it. I'm telling you, we have done it ever so much long before. Everton will get their second. I need to pull out. I need to get a stat done for you guys. It is 2. Okay, Everton have had 1. Yes, Kumar, we know that Everton have had very little featuring on this channel this season, but of course, it is number 2 for them. Don't. Yeah, I think I'd be yeah, barks at really if it was I'm not bad. I'm not bad. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad I'm on half term now. Woohoo! A week out of that wretched hospital. In fact, make it 11 days actually, because you include this weekend, then the entire of next week, and the Monday is an inset day, because it is an internship, meaning yeah, I get to enjoy inset days still, and Monday is an inset day. As to his first, as to a Thursday and Friday that week. So I get next week off, and then the week after, I only have to go in Tuesday and Wednesday, because Monday, Thursday, Friday are all inset. Okay, cheers to that. Yeah. Yeah, you'll beat them at home. I'm just a little bit worried about Stamford Bridge. And obviously, I have concerns over Newcastle because of the way you lost to Brighton. And I think that is understandable that people would have concerns over Newcastle because of that game against Brighton. I know. Justin to take the throw in. James Justin, that is to take the throw in for Leicester. Murillo. Ryan Yates. Leicester's ball for the throw in. Look more energetic, Forest, in the game. Playing nice, a good high press. It's Leicester's throw in. Fatawu was challenged by a Forest player The last touch came off Moreno, so it will be Leicester's throw-in, which is taken, and it's Far's now. I think they have a chance. I think that Leicester have been playing a good enough football to have a chance in this game, but I just feel as though Forest eventually will find their way and get their way. Yeah, but you've got to back Forest for the win, really, haven't you? You know, particularly this season nowadays, I think that most games involving Nottingham Forest, you would say Nottingham Forest will win that game. I mean, I'm not going to let people forget about that really just that win at Anfield has set a huge mark and a huge statement for Nottingham Forest this season. I think you will win it by a scrape. I reckon it'd be a draw, and then you win on penalties. Here's Yates. Ball in. No, I'm not ready. And to be honest with you, I will do anything I can to get the game postponed. If you read if you have a listen to some of my quotations in the predictions video, one of the quotes I said was, it says, I said, you may well be able, there's more chance of us going to get 3 draws straight at the Etihad. I'm not kidding you right now. There is 2 factors as to why I would rather play at the Etihad this weekend as opposed to at the Emirates Stadium against Liverpool. The first reason is obviously the injuries. To be honest with you, I don't want to play a game of football. The second reason is we will not fall complacent at the Etihad because we are at Emirates Stadium and we know we've beaten Liverpool before. And Yates, what a strike, what a goal, Nottingham Forest. How old are you? I'm 18. About 3 years. Presenter, yeah. Oh my god. Okay. Right. I'm going to pin that comment up for a minute there because Josh has joined and he's not joined us for a very long time. But yeah, right. Nottingham Forest scored in the middle of me explaining the fact that yeah. Completely. Yeah. Thank you, Ryan. Yeah, you really have interrupted me now, but no. As I was saying, we will fall complacent to the Emirates because we know that we've beaten Liverpool twice before at the Emirates Stadium at home. I don't like the fact that we are playing at home in the circumstances that we are right now. I didn't like the way we played against Shakhtar at all. I thought it was a very poor performance. And that is the reason why I made the quotation. There is more chance of us getting 3 draws straight at the Etihad than winning at the Emirates this weekend. And genuinely, I feel more comfortable playing at the Etihad this weekend than playing at home to Liverpool. Why? Because we won't fall complacent. We know, in fact, the Emirates Stadium is probably the villain. Because we think, oh, right, cushy Emirates Stadium, right, well, we've got injuries, but this is our cushy Emirates Stadium. We're going to win this game. No. And it's happened before. We have felt complacent at home, and that is why I would prefer for us to be away. On top of all of that complacency nonsense, though, we have got no Saliba, potentially no Bukayo Saka, potentially no Urian Timber, potentially no nobody. So Kamar, in answer to your question, I am effing dreading that game. Effing dreading it. And I strongly believe as well that we will fall complacent in that game. I don't know whether well, I hope not. No, we'll have Saliba back. We'll have Saliba back, and hopefully by then Bukayo will be back because Arteta's press conference, which I think was today, came out, and he said that Bukayo is almost there. As to his Urian, Calafiori we're uncertain of. Odegaard is going to be out for the rest of the season. Odegaard will not be back for the rest of the season. And he hasn't said that, but believe me when I say Odegaard will not be playing for Arsenal again this season. Because I've heard some proper rumours about his injury, and it's exactly the same as what Rodri's got. So all these people who believe the bollocks about Odegaard's got an ankle injury, he's not. Because my links say he's got an ACL. Same as Rodri. He's out for the rest of the season. So please stop telling me Odegaard might be back because Odegaard has got an ACL as far as I'm aware. Don't believe the bollocks the media are pressing. Nick Fadley, sorry I missed you there. Completely. Because Kumar sent me on a rant about Arsenal. CL leaders. Yeah, I think I did say that actually in my predictions video. Villa will win 2-0. Yeah, I think Villa 2-0 Bournemouth. Well, the thing I can take from that, I'm taking positives out of it. To be honest with the FDT, and some Arsenal fans are looking at that one thinking, "Well, hang on a minute, tough game. Oh no, we're away from home. Oh no, it's Newcastle away." The way I see it as is there a risk of falling complacent? No, there's not. You do not fall complacent away from home unless it's Burnley. I see it as Saliba will be back. Hopefully, Bukayo will be back. He might even be back for Liverpool. We don't know yet. Hopefully, Urian will be back. And then, hopefully, we can be all sorted again. Because Bukayo is the only one missing in the front three. Odegaard, we know he's not going to be back the rest of the season. But we can adapt to that. We have 4 defensive midfielders. And surely one of them can change their style a bit to fit in for Odegaard. And my presumption is, by the way, as well, ahead of that Liverpool game, we will play all 4 of the midfielders in that defensive midfield. I think Rice, Marino, Partey, the lot. Jorginho, Rice, Marino, Partey will all play. East equaliser, Leicester. What a piece. Jamie Vardy. He supports Liverpool. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. No, I'm getting myself mixed up. No, he supports Spurs. Fraser back in the house, and yeah. It's a ball across. He pokes it in Jamie Vardy. It's a question of offside there. Probably tight, but probably onside. And it is onside. It's a goal. It's an equaliser for Leicester. No foul there, says Craig Pawson. Dominguez. Hudson-Odoi. Aina. Yes, FPL. I don't pay attention to FPL. I've given up with FPL. Liverpool 97, you never walk alone in the house on Twitch. How you doing, matey? Good to see you. Welcome aboard. Forest win a corner. Murillo blocked. Oh, chance. I thought that was going in. I really thought that was going in. Has he saved that, Mads Hermansen? Because that looked like it was going in the back of the net. And it must have taken some kind of deflection because it took it away from goal. Because that looked like it was going in the back of the net. I mean, that. Well, he does the splits, Mads. He does the splits. He does the splits and makes a save for his knee. Well, fall to Hudson-Odoi. Anderson. Yeah, what a save, Hermansen. Wood, let it run. Vardy might have made a mistake there. Hermansen flapped at it. And Alanga's presence caused real danger. Leicester on the ropes. Forest demanding a second goal. Wood, who's being held by Fars, managed to turn himself out of it, but Forest lost the ball. Yates battling hard to win the ball back, but Leicester get a foothold on the ball and can bring themselves forward. Indeedy, yeah. I agree. I strongly agree. You're at the game. Wow. Did not think. How did you get a ticket? You got a ticket for. How did you get a ticket for free? In the Leicester end or the Forest end? Blimey. Well, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, good. For Tawu. I don't think Spurs will win anything, Fraser. There's more chance of Burnley winning the Premier League in the next 10 years than there is Spurs winning the Europa League. The way they're playing right now, they could get even more. They could get more than that, because I think they go up to 5th. Well, does he not? Okay, Fraser, would you please say hello to Kate and Jonathan? They are trying to be nice to you. They are on a very, very good run at the moment. They are on a very good run. It's been I've pinpointed it so many times, but you know, well, I said the minute they got promoted, I saw, well, from the moment they got promoted to the Premier League, I saw potentially Nottingham Forest for them to be successful. And I've been waiting for the past couple of seasons for them to really just kick on and start to have some success. And, you know, this season, they are starting to kick on now. You know, because obviously my stepfather and father both support Derby County due to my roots. Obviously, it causes quite a fair bit of annoyance, you know, really to them. You know, obviously that, you know, I see so much potential in Forest, and, you know, obviously attend Forest games sometimes, but I ignore this whole Derby County bias, you know, and rivalry, and I just, you know, when I can and if I want to, I'll attend the City Ground and I will back Forest, and I do back Forest in a lot of their games. And at the end of the day, Forest are in my are in the same club as my, well, sorry, in the same league as my club. So why would I not show an interest in them? Anderson, out of play, goal kick, Leicester. What is it? 4-0 Germany. England women versus Germany women. 3-2 Germany. No, I don't want to win the FA Cup. I don't want to win the FA Cup. I want to, no. I don't want to win the FA Cup. Boring. No. I'm done with the FA Cup. No. I want to win the Carabao Cup. Don't tell me we're going to win the FA Cup. Yeah, I am sick of winning the FA Cup. If we're going to win a cup, I want to win the Carabao Cup. No. Do apologise for that slight internet hiccup. I want the Carabao Cup. I have not. Spurs, maybe. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. Yeah, it just went off for a second there. It should start to sort itself out again. Oh, is it laggy? Yeah, I apologise for that. Yeah, internet is mad, in it. You know what I mean? It's the one annoying thing about. Yeah. Well, we'll see. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. Yeah. Sometimes it can be fantastic, and other nights it can be horrible. The internet. Strangely, it never plays up when Arsenal are playing. By no coincidence. Oh, here we go. Elanga on the counter. Hudson-Odoi free down the left. It's going to be pulled back, I think, for a free kick by Craig Pawson and a yellow card for Ricardo Pereira. I'll be honest. I want Arteta sacked. I want Arteta to go. That's what I want. Because if he does not deliver us the Premier League title for 3 title races, I think that's sackable. You can't go 3 title races and not win a Premier League. I've had enough. 3 title races now. 3 title races. And what's it come to? Nothing. No prize. Sick of it. It's time to move on. We can't keep going like a yo-yo forever in these title races. Because Arteta, what he'll do is he'll keep us in title races, which we won't win. Hudson-Odoi, brilliant save from Anton. He's done more damage by putting us in title races. Why? Because now he's set himself a bar. Yeah, of course I do. If we'd have won at the Etihad, then I'd say otherwise. And to be quite honest with you, we probably should have. But, we were stupid enough to let John Stones score. But, I still will dispute the fact that the goal should have been disallowed, because obviously Haaland's violent conduct on Gabriel not given. Throwing the ball at Gabriel, in my opinion, should be considered violent conduct for the goal to be disallowed. And Arsenal should win 2-1. But that's a story for another day. Yeah, it's a really horrible. Yeah, we just need. Well, I said it on Tuesday. I think I said it. If I was Arsenal manager, Bukayo Saka would have no choice. He'd be forced to play. No, I think we'll lose 3-0. I think we'll lose 3-0. We need a battering to wake us up. And to be honest with you, no, I don't want that to come at home to Liverpool. Oh, here's what I'd do. I'd get the fixture postponed. I'd cause some kind of water leakage or something on the pitch at the Emirates Stadium. The pitch be flooded, games postponed. No. No. It's just horrible. And yes, the blame does go to William Saliba if we lose that game. I don't care if he's, saved us against Man City, if he's saved us in all these games. It's his fault if we lose that game on Sunday. Yeah, it's a headache of a fixture. One in which wouldn't be a headache if we had the correct squad players, but we just have not got the players available. I mean, Saka being available would be a bonus. We're going to have to pack that midfield, though. We're going to have to pack it. Something's got to be done to keep him out. Approaching the half-time mark, and that's going to be a free kick. Foul by Moreno on Fataru, and he's been booked by Craig Paulson as well. Yeah, it's a real headache tomorrow. Sunday is for me. You're forgetting about Neto, the Bournemouth keeper. And actually, Raya is fully fit, so... Yeah, you're winding me up, mate. And I have no doubt as well that Martinelli will start, and Martinelli needs to have the game of his life. And if we are going to win that game, we need to be a bit Spursy, really, and try and score as many goals as we can in the quickest amount of time. Have a good night, matey. But, yeah, I have no confidence. No confidence. I mean, I just try and get the game postponed altogether. And we know that if we want a game postponed, we can get it postponed. It's quite simple. Just invade the pitch an hour before kickoff. Don't leave, until 5:30. Game will get postponed. But no, our fans are gonna play it babyishly, and they're gonna enter the stadium as they normally would, and sit there and just literally just fill up the stadium, fill up the pitch, don't leave. Opinions on the game. I think he has 2 accounts, Flicks. I'm not sure, but opinions on the game. Yeah, all right game. Yeah, no, I think he has 2 accounts. I don't know, though. I don't know. Half a minute to go before half time. Plus whatever added time we get at the end of this first half. King Power Stadium. Tackle by Buonanotte. 2 additional minutes at the end of the first half, and Forest through Hudson-Odoi. Wood shot blocked by Ndidi. And Buonanotte fed by Vardy. Still a chance for Leicester. Will fall to Fatawu. Clearance by Moreno for Nottingham Forest. Well, technically so did I at the Bolton game. I saw him in his hoodie, recognised him, said, hey up Robbie, sort of gave me a little bit of a faint wave, wandered off. They're not that hard to find, you know, AFCV. Mavadidi strike. Fireworks? Where? Outside your house? Because I haven't heard a firework. If the mic's picked up fireworks, I haven't heard it. Half time at the King Power, 1 apiece. And an opening goal from Ryan Yates got Nottingham Forest in front. Jamie Vardy provided the equaliser for Leicester. Half-time score at the King Power Stadium is Leicester City 1, Nottingham Forest 1. I'm going to go straight into the stats because I need to make sure that Chris Wood has had 2 shots, or at least 1 shot. So let's have a look over to that. SofaScore stats machine. And I can... Let's have a look at Chris Wood. Your stats, matey. So he's had a shot blocked, so that counts as a shot. So 1 shot for you, Chrissy Wood. We are looking at corners now. There has been 8 corners in the game in the first half, which does equate to over 6.5. So no need to count because that is a tick. We've had 2 goals in the game, which means we can still have 4 more. So far we are under the 6.5 goal limit. We have had over 6.5 corners because we've had 8 in the first half. Probably should have gone over 6, yeah. Yeah, Chris Wood has had 1 shot. Right, I'm gonna go to Lou really quickly. Then we are gonna have a look at the press. I'm gonna read the press conference notes from Arteta. And I'm gonna try and get the best information as possible ahead of that Arsenal Liverpool game. So give me 1 moment. Right, back then, folks, after that very quick break. Yeah, right. I'm going to have a look at the press conference notes from Arteta, and I'm going to find out as much, as I say, going to get as much information on the preview as possible for the Arsenal-Liverpool game. Of course, I will be keeping an eye on the Premier League app, but any updates possible as well. Hopefully, we get at least Saka back, and then obviously maybe we can get maybe Timber or Calafiori back, but it seems unlikely to me. But we'll have a look. And yeah, Ashik is trying to indicate as well that he does have 2 accounts. Yeah, I thought so. So yeah, he said to me, someone's blocked him. So yeah, if you can unblock him, please, that'd be great. So I will look into unblocking you, matey, on your second account, Ashik. But yeah, now we know obviously the other account that says Ashik B Harry is Ashik. He has confirmed that for us. So thank you, Ashik. Yeah. So need to get the. I'm just reading the press conference notes now. I'm going to get the power switched over to the iPad because that wants some power to it. Yeah, I'm just reading the press conference notes now, as I say, for the art from Arteta. Right. Let's have a look at the injury updates firstly, and on Saka, Calafiori, and Timber. So all 3 could be available. So all 3 could be available. So there you go. All 3 could be available, right? We're going to do our very best to have them available, but it's very uncertain. Saka has done a bit of training on the grass. How far we can get him to Sunday? That's a different question we have. So Saka might then. Calafiori needs more tests. Yes, they had some. Last time we thought it was really bad. He ended up playing 2 or 3 days after. So let's see how it is. Timber Again, it's the first session that he could have some involvement. He's been out for a while. We expect him to be back further than where he is at the moment, but again, we have to wait and see. No updates were provided on the likes of Martin Odegaard, Takahiro Tomiyasu, or Kieran Tierney. Going on to say about Saliba, and then he says finally, well, we have different options, players, Just say it's true. Yeah, okay. So yeah. Okay, that's the injury updates. We're doing injury updates, mate. Half-time games, maybe tomorrow. I'm just, yeah, right now I'm just reading all the press conference notes, as I say, and the injury updates and everything ahead of Arsenal, Liverpool. Right, let's have a look at the Arteta state. Yeah. Right, so late calls were made on the availability of a number of right. Okay, yeah. While we know that we will be without the suspended Saliba, okay. So yeah, basically he's talking absolute crap in the press conference. So basically, all three of Calafiori, Timber, and Saka could be pushed to availability. Calafiori sounds like the biggest doubt to me out of the three of them. Saka sounds to me like he's the closest. Timber might be pushed to the bench, perhaps. But by the sounds of it, Saka might just be able to do it. He's got a day of training tomorrow, and obviously, of course, I'm sure that he's been training for the rest of the day as well after the press conference and during the press conference. So I'm sure that obviously Arteta's got plenty of time tomorrow, to get Saka trained up and ready, and hopefully he can make it for the game at the Emirates and start in the 11. And as I say, by the sounds of things, Timber might just be able to make the bench. So yeah, that's kind of the situation, really. We have to be positive, though. We have to go into this game with a real sense of positivity. We've got to try. I'm hoping, and I really am hoping that we do something on Sunday, and I hope that Saka can come back, and hopefully Timber as well, because having Timber back will make it a little bit easier. No, Zinni won't be starting, mate. Zinni, it'll probably be Kivior. But yeah, to me, the one that sounds like, he's definitely not going to be available is Calafiori. Judging by what I've read there, Calafiori is the biggest doubt. So yeah, it's just a horrible situation to be in. And yeah, Man City are going to win tomorrow. We know that. So yeah, it's going to be difficult. It's just hot. I'd say it's a horrible situation to be in right now. I've never done a French league watch along. No, mate, I haven't. Yeah, just doing a quick, just read the press conference notes ahead of the Arsenal-Liverpool game. But yeah, it's going all right. As I say, we're about to get going for the second half in this game. And yeah, I'm all right. I'm just on the edge, really, ahead of that game in the minute. Because with the right players available, and obviously the right lineup, we can beat Liverpool. But when you've not got players available like Saliba, Kivior, not Kivior, Calafiori, Timber, Saka, Odegaard, it's just a headache, and it's yeah, he's fine. He's fine. Yeah. I've had this headache about the Liverpool game as well since Saliba got sent off against Bournemouth. And we were not good against Shakhtar, but I will make it to I will make it Sunday. I'm sure I'll make it to Sunday. I'll be there. Yeah, it's just going to be, well, it could be a horrible, it could be a horrible day for us and a really just, a mean day for us. He's okay, yeah. I don't know if he does. I don't know what he. Yeah, I don't know. You have to see. Well, if he's here, he can answer that question for you guys. I don't know if he doesn't want to talk to you or not. To be honest with you, I don't know the situation with you guys and Fraser and your relationship. Yeah. Right, the second half is about to get underway at King Power Stadium. I hope we're all ready for it. No, he does come in sometimes. He's been quite active today. But yeah, in terms of whether Fraser wants to speak to you or not, that's something I can't. I can't just speak for. If Fraser doesn't want to speak to you, I'm sure he'll speak for himself. Right, let's get the second half going then. Leicester 1, Forest 1, second half underway. Ilanga. Anderson. Forest clear their lines. Ball up to Hudson-Odoi. Up against Pereira. Now Moreno. Leicester win the ball back. Not for long though. Yates hit the interception. Buonanotte applying pressure. Aina. Yeah, Mapadidi just pulled the shirt of Aina. Well, I mean, he's not always here, but, obviously most of the time he is here. Nobody's always here. But yeah, I mean, let's not have an argument about who's here when, because anybody can participate in the streets whenever they like, as long as they follow our simple rules, really, Obviously no racism, no trolling, no No impersonating. Anderson, Wood gets a shot away. Goal for Chris Wood in the second half. Forest retake the lead. It is 2-1 to Forest, and I have to say, on the turn, the composure of that finish from Chris Wood, outstanding. Look at this. Anderson gets fouled there on the edge of the box, picked up by Moreno. Pass is not great for Hudson-Odoi, but then he gets it to Anderson, he gets a bit of space, plays it back to Chris Wood, and on the turn, what a finish. There you go, turns, gets it onto that right foot, and bang. Proper striker's goal, that. Because it wasn't a great setup. Let's be right about it. Yes, Yates will get an assist, but that's all Chris Wood's own making that. On the turn, great finish, great composure, lovely goal. And he has scored 60% of Nottingham Forest's goals this season. But of course, the most important goal of their season, which was at Anfield, came from Hudson-Odoi. So let's not come under the presumption that Chris Wood does everything for Forest, because obviously that is not the case at all, because Hudson-Odoi was the man who scored the important winner at Anfield for them. But indeed, 60% of Forest goals have come from Chris Wood. Here's Justin for Leicester. And Ndidi onto Mavididi. Ball through for Vardy. Was he clipped? Ooh. Milenkovic. Did he catch Vardy? I'm sure VAR will check. I mean, I would have liked for Sky Sports to show me a replay there, really, to get a proper analysis on what happened. But on first glance, it looked like that Jamie Vardy was caught. Indeed, he's brought out to Bonanotta. Oh, strike. Off target. Bonanotta. Yeah, when you see these players coming from Brighton, Bonanotta, you know they're going to have some form of quality of them in them. Chris Wood for Nottingham Forest, Ashik. Chris Wood. Goal scorers for Forest are Chris Wood and Ryan Yates. Goal scorer for Leicester was Jamie Vardy. Ryan Yates, one of those who's served at Forest for a long, long time. In fact, he was one of the only couple really that made the cut. You know, obviously when Forest came up and made all these transfers and brought these new players in, but he was one of the survivors. Obviously, last season I mentioned it beforehand, but I met one of the club legends, obviously, who in which was none other. I've forgotten his name, actually. Then Joe Worrell. Yeah, I met Joe Worrell as well. Long-serving Forest player. Not at the club anymore, but I got the opportunity to meet Joe Worrell at a pre-season match. Summit's in the house. How you doing, Summit? Welcome in. Free kick. It will be. Ball into the box. Chance. Ilanga. Ball in from Aina. Reno. Oh dear. Hudson-Odoi. For Forest, it's hit the inside of the post, followed up, and just wide from Elliot Anderson. And Forest could have put the game to bed at 3-1. You can see that Red Sea in there. Man with his crutches as well, celebrating there. Love it. Yeah, definitely much brighter days for Forest. You know, when obviously the last time these two played at the King Power, it was a very different game. Two teams were very different as well. Here's Justin. Now Coley. Winks. Wadham Aberdeen. Vardy in the centre. There's a back post run. I think Moreno got it clear for Forest. That's going to be a goal kick. Tapped out of play by Pereira. Well, I'm not being funny, but the fact you've said unban me, you know, obviously indicates you are not banned. I know always pressured by Mavadidi, but he got away with it. And he's going to skip away as well, I think, Heiner. Well, not without getting a foul anyway. Yeah, there you go. Free kick, Forest. I've never... Well, I mean, FDT is obviously an Arsenal fan, but I've not seen FDT owns a Lambo ain't bragging before. So unless FDT comes in on his main account and confirms that's him, I won't be proceeding with giving moderator. Dominguez. Heiner. Yates. No, we've had too many clones recently. FDT owns a Lambo ain't bragging recently. And yeah, now I'm being very, very... Yeah, very, very secure with it all now. You know what I mean? Obviously, if I feel as though there are clones, I do make sure I do a lot of verification to make sure that everything's all correct. You know what I mean? I don't feel like I've seen your account before. You're claiming to be somebody who comes in on a regular basis with main account and never before has come in on a alt account. So yeah, as I say, I can't give you moderator because you could be a clone. Header Wood. Look, oh, Chrissy Wood. He's running, and he just finds a way to head it in. And Forest, pretty much out of sight. Half an hour to play, 3-1 Forest. How about that? Yeah, he does a. It comes off it comes off Farser's head, and he just bobs it in. Forest flying again. I am 18 years old, would you believe? No, I'm not 26. I'm not 33. Chris Wood, the second highest goal scorer for Forest ever. Wow, madness. Is that true? Wow. Yeah, he's definitely flying at Forest, isn't he, Chris Wood? He's happy, scoring the goals. It's what Forest want. I mean, the last time I saw him happy at Burnley was when, he absolutely shone in that 4-0 win over Wolves for Burnley. A lot of people think I'm younger than what I am. Don't say that. I like Forest, but not that much. It would be crazy. Can't remember, mate. So, but Buonanotto's down on his face. He's going to get back up though. Yeah, a bit of a hand from Sells. I doubt it from 3-1. I don't see Leicester getting any more than one more goal. Maybe. Yeah, I don't see Leicester scoring more than 2. To be honest with you. They might get a second, but I don't think there'll be enough in that tank. Oh, I see. Yeah, I mean, it'd be a sensational thing to happen. It's going to take a huge effort, though, from them. But this looks like it's going to be another big away win for them. Forget Nottingham, sure. The city of Nottingham would be absolutely... Oh, my God. That city would be... Oh, Jesus. I do sometimes visit Nottingham, and obviously it's great, to see the fans happy. I have no idea, mate. Ask him. Well, yeah, see you tomorrow, Ashley. Have a good one, matey. Yeah, bet it's about midnight for you, at 1 o'clock. It might happen. 26. Not bad. Any European football. Who's that with then? Ladbrokes, Betfred? Which one? No. That does not make somebody a paedophile just because that. No, I'm not having that. I'm not having that at all. No. You don't call people. I'm sorry. You don't call people. No. No, you don't call people paedophiles because, no. Doesn't matter what age you are. I am a person providing a live stream to people and anybody can join this stream. No, he's not a paedophile. No, he's not. No, I'm not having that in here. You don't call people no. Because, quite frankly, no. Yeah, I banned him. We'll see, Ashik, we'll see. Two Leicester City changes then come in now. Just going to get the changes read out if they come up. Yeah, here we go. Ricardo Pereira and Steffi Mavadidi come off. Replacements like El Khanous and Jordan Ayew. Oh my goodness, that's awful. Ilanga wins a corner for Forest off James Justin. Yeah, that's why I intercepted it immediately, because no, I don't find it acceptable for somebody to just come right in here, you know, and say that a viewer is a paedophile because of their age watching somebody who's younger than them. I mean, A, that is not the term meaning of paedophile at all. And Yates, how's he not fired that in for 4-1? It's not the term meaning of it. Yeah, it's quite, yeah, it's quite horrible for him to say. But I think we need to move on from it. But no, definitely not is a viewer that's older than me watching this channel a paedophile. Because at the end of the day, it's a public live stream. To be fair, Forest have been outstanding this season, Easy Ollie. Forest have been absolutely outstanding this season, so things like this don't surprise me at all. "20 minutes to go before full time. 3-1 Forest lead. I can confirm I've just seen 2 Forest players on the touchline getting ready to come on. Winks balling confidently headed away there. Justin. Buonanotte, no foul. Never a foul. And that's a ball over the top. Hudson-Odoi will chase, and Hudson-Odoi is going to get there. In fact, it was Heiner. And yeah, he has fouled his man there. Well, maybe we'll have to see. Yeah, he is coming on, Nico Williams, and 2 changes for Nottingham Forest. First off the pitch is Elliot Anderson. And Alex Moreno also going off. And they are to be replaced by Nico Williams. And Morato, number 4, Morato. So Nico Williams and Morato on for Elliot Anderson and Alex Moreno. I think Forest are higher than Villa at the minute, aren't they? They're not, but it's by a point. Most certainly into fifth, though. Justin. Lovely switch ball there. And Fatu has won Leicester City a corner. I'm sure you would. This be a free kick. Foul on Ryan Yates. Rolling back up the sock, I think, yeah. I forgot about Kelleher, actually. Yeah, that could come to our advantage, Kelleher. No, it won't be 4-2. It's going to be well. If we're gonna find a way to score goals and win the game, it's going to be a 1-0 or 2-0 or something like that, or 2-1. If we're going to lose the game, it's going to be a heavy defeat. I'd rather not talk about that game, though. And Jota Silva's got to roll his socks up because his shin pads are showing. I can see him ready to come on, but he's got to roll up his socks. His shin pads are showing. Got about 15 minutes to go. Now Leicester. Yeah, that's why he probably leaves Liverpool at some point. Could well end up at Forest. Although Sells is good. There's no line about it. Sells is a top keeper. Ilanga's day is done. So Elanga and Hudson-Odoi both go off, and Ramon Sousa and Jota Silva replace them both. Yeah, I mean, you can agree to disagree though. I don't really rate Kelleher that much. I think it might just be Liverpool fans who rate Kelleher. Because as a neutral, I don't really see anything special about Kelleher. And it wouldn't interest me signing him. Yeah. Here's Samari for Leicester. Ayew, ball driven across, blocked by Milankovic. No corner. It'll be a throw-in. Justin. What No, Alknoos. Well, no, not off target. Of course he's better than Ramsdale. Of course he's better than Ramsdale. But no, I guess as an Arsenal fan, I've got to have high standards in goalkeepers, you know, really. You know, when you consider that David Raya won the Golden Glove last year. So I guess really I have got to have high standards. To be a yellow card. Yeah, I agree. I agree. But then again as well, are Forest going to just throw Sells under the bus like that? Because I think Sells is good enough for Forest. I mean, yes, Forest would need a good backup. But then again, Kelleher, if he moves to a different club, is going to want to compete for the number one position. And do I feel like it's a good idea for Forest to have two keepers competing when you consider how well their season's going? I don't think that should be a thing that Forest should get themselves into. Here they come, Forest. Dominguez. Oh, tackled by Fars there. Was clean, but Forest keep the ball. I mean, at the start, Kelleher probably won't be the starter. No, Kelleher will have to compete for his place, and that's what I mean. Do Forest want that competition? Do they want to upset that goalkeeping position when you consider how well the season's going already? I mean, Forest can do what they want, but my personal view would be not to go for a keeper who expects to be a number one. Because as I say, by the way, Chris Wood's going off here. And 2 goals. Awadi replacing Chris Wood. Taiwo Awadi on the pitch for Forest in the last 10 minutes, replacing Chris Wood. And his first involvement is an attacking free kick. I believe the last touch was off Nico Williams, but it might have come off Fars as well. Nobody's moving. So my presumption is the referee's given a corner, in which he has. And Ramon Souza is going to go across to take it. I still don't feel like Kelleher will get the starting place straight away. And Sells is going to want to compete for his spot. And I most certainly think that Sells is good competition for Kelleher. Awani. Shot was, not a great one there from Souza. The thing, I understand that Forest may want to sign Kelleher, and yes, it'd be a great signing, but Sells is performing well for Forest, and what I don't want to see is other clubs doing what we did, in which is throwing a goalkeeper under the bus for a new goalkeeper. And okay, it works out with David Raya. But Forest, if it goes wrong with throwing Sells under the bus and bringing in Kelleher, if that goes wrong, that potentially ruins what is a really good season for them. So the advisory for me is not to get Kelleher this season, but wait until next summer and get a slightly lower standard goalkeeper who could be a backup to Sells. Because in my opinion, Sells is performing well enough. You don't know that. You don't know that. As much as you might say it may not go wrong, it might go wrong. You know, Raya could have gone horribly wrong. You know, and Ramsdale may well have said, well, F you. You know, you threw me under the bus, I'm leaving. But and to begin with, Raya was going wrong, but he did get himself, fortunately, up to speed and up to form and won the Golden Glove. So that, yes, that was a success. But clubs can't just go under the perception that every time you try and replace a goalkeeper, it's going to go right, because it's not. And particularly throwing a goalkeeper under the bus, and then that goalkeeping change goes wrong, it could be a horrible situation for Forest. About 5 minutes to go. We'll see. I mean, look, as I say, I've said. I think I've said what I need to say. You know, obviously, yes, you say Forest are probably going to do it, but as I say, under the advisory, my advice to Nottingham Forest would be not to sign Kaheem Kelleher, because I do not think that they should throw a goalkeeper who's performing well enough, you know, and getting clean sheets and all that lot, and making good saves, not really making mistakes, under the bus. And yes, if it does go wrong with Kelleher, if they do sign him and they throw Sells under the bus, and Kelleher and the Kelleher signing goes wrong and he does not perform as you'd expect, then obviously that could be self-inflicted damage to what could have been a perfect season for Forest. I think I've said my piece. Yeah, we are going to have to agree to disagree. I think we've both got strong points. But yeah, I'm looking more at the side of things of, because, you know, I've experienced it myself. You know what I mean? It was quite an awkward situation when the old Ramsdale Raya switchover thing was happening. And as I say, things could have gone wrong with Raya. And if they did, Ramsdale might have said, well, I'm sorry, but you guys threw me under the bus. I'm going. Anyway. So that's why I'm being so cautious, because yes, Kelleher might be playing well enough in his Liverpool shirt. That doesn't mean to say that Kelleher, when he moves from Liverpool, will perform in the same way. Great tackle on Ayew there by Aina. Yeah, well, look, I agree to disagree because, yeah, I'm definitely stepping on the cautious side of things. And like I say, my final piece to the situation is that if Forest do go through with this, and throw Sells under the bus and things go wrong with Kelleher, then it could be self-inflicted damage on what could have been a really good season for them. Right, yeah, it's definitely a foul on Sosa. Jordan Hyman in the house. How you doing, Jordan? Good to see you. Welcome aboard. Welcome back in, Jordan Hyman. How you doing? He's been booked. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. But yeah, they're cooking under Nuno Espirito Santo. Good. Well, he definitely played for Crystal Palace, and that has again hit the inside of the post. But the referee is indicating offside anyway, so it wouldn't have counted. Here they come again, and that was Jota Silva, who has been thwarted. Less than a minute left for Leicester. 1-0. Yeah, it's Jordan and I who played for Crystal Palace. Yeah, I think there's an Andre Ayew. Yeah, well, there's definitely an Andre somebody in the Forest team. Yeah, yeah. To be honest with you, I am not in any state to do that, mate. I kind of know what to expect, really. You know what I mean? If we didn't have so many injuries, it might be a game worth previewing. But an Awanese side netting from him. 7 additional minutes. And tomorrow we're starting with Brighton v Wolves. So that's Brighton v Wolves that will be live with us tomorrow at 3 o'clock. And your 5:30 kickoff on Realltom Football will be Everton v Fulham. Well, not confirmed yet, as I say. Tierney, Tierney and Odegaard yet. Calafiori, Timber, and Saka are all, not confirmed out yet. They could be in for the match. So, yeah, nobody's interested in Federico Chiesa other than you guys. I'm going to say no more about the match, to be honest with you. We'll get more information tomorrow. I think Saka will be fine by the sounds of things. Timber might make the bench. Calafiori probably won't. Yeah, well, Saliba's not out, but he's suspended. Yeah. There's different things. Being out and being suspended are two different things. Yeah, I'm not going to make any further comment. Free kick for Leicester, Bonanotte over it. Yeah, nicely cleared by Forest. Well defended. Amoni has drawn a foul. Yellow card coming out from Craig Pawson. There we go. Just looking at that poll now, yeah, 55%, 20 votes are back in Forest. 10% have said draw. 33% say Leicester, yeah. 57% now, 21 votes, yeah. The majority of back Leicester, back Forest. Great challenge, Murillo. Well timed. I have to say, the flipper just as we head towards full time. Yeah, I mean Leicester. I was just going on to say actually, yeah, it's amazing the flip around between these two clubs because Forest spent so long in the Championship and now they are confidently in the Premier League, and obviously, you know, how times have changed. You know, Leicester now are the yo-yo club, probably going to go back and forth, up and down. You know, but Forest looks solid in this league now, really. So yeah, how times have changed. Nikola Milenkovic gets his first yellow card of the season. Got about 90 seconds after the match to go. Just under that. I think Forest know they've won. We've now just over a minute left. I think 3-1 up. They know they've won the game. Leicester are just playing to the whistle. I am going to confirm under 6.5 goals because I think I'm going to confirm that. Less than 20 seconds now. Souza blocked. Doesn't matter. Because Craig Pawson blows the full-time whistle. And Forest winning ways again for them. Another win in a season which has been full of delightful feelings for Forest. Another 2 goals for Chris Wood. Another 3 points for Forest as they go 5th. And the full-time score at King Power Stadium. City 1, Nottingham Forest 3. And next up for Forest and Leicester. Well, for Leicester, next weekend for Leicester, they have got Ipswich away. And as for Nottingham Forest, it is a home clash against West Ham. And in my opinion, the form they're in, they win that game. So Nottingham Forest takes West Ham next, and an away trip to Ipswich next for Leicester. Forest fly, Leicester struggle. Full-time score, Leicester 1, Nottingham Forest 3. I'll go 2-0. I'll go 2-0. And the fans are happy, Elanga's happy, they're celebrating. To be honest with you, I don't think they can get enough of this feeling, honestly, this season. The away form has been terrific for Forest. Just that one defeat to Fulham. Really positive season for them, and obviously, times are just getting better and better for them. I mean, I know they've had the Carabao Cup challenge and the Fulham defeat, but from the highs of winning at Anfield to winning against your local rivals, it's a really positive season for Forest. And well, with West Ham at home next, and then as well, Newcastle at home, a chance to get revenge against Newcastle and get 3 points on the board. It's looking really, really delightful for this Forest team, and I think it's just up and up for them now. There's the guy with the crutches celebrating. Yeah, you enjoy that. You enjoy that. Love to be there. Okay, well, you do that. You enjoy that. Yes, you enjoy that. I've got dogs to walk. I know. He's going to enjoy beers in Nottingham City Centre whilst I'm going to walk my dogs and go to bed. But there you go. Nottingham Forest up to 5th with that +4 goal difference. And they are just 1 point behind Villa. Of course, Brighton to play tomorrow, as well as Chelsea playing on Sunday and Tottenham. But all Forest need to worry about is the fact they've got the 3 points. They have a positive goal difference. And for now, they're 5th. And they continue to rise. Well, folks, I'm going to love you and leave you. That is the full-time score. Forest win against Leicester. And we will see you all tomorrow for what will be a Saturday doubleheader, starting with Brighton v Wolves at 3 o'clock, as well as keeping an eye on all the 3 o'clock scores, which will have Villa Bournemouth, Brentford Ipswich, and Man City Southampton. And as well at 5:30, Everton v Fulham will be your Saturday tea time dish on the channel. No 12:30 kickoff tomorrow, I'm afraid, but we will have a Saturday doubleheader for you guys live on the channel. Until then, take care and bye-bye.